Greetings everyone, welcome to video number 36 in the project management series presented by Process Geekoid. Today's agenda will be going over reviewing the PMBOK process table as well as the 33rd process, which is the control communications process. This process occurs at the intersection of the communication knowledge area and the monitor and controlling process group. As always, please subscribe, like, and comment. So let's move forward. So as project managers, we are now in the area of control communications located here, and we are spending 90% of our time as project managers communicating with various dimensions and tools to our stakeholders, where we are monitoring all acts of communication throughout the project. By monitoring the communications, we will make modifications as needed to meet stakeholder needs. And if we need to make changes, we will raise a change request to make the stakeholder satisfied with the correct communication frequency and medium. Now for ITTO's inputs, tools, techniques, and outputs for control communications are shown here. So the process of monitoring, controlling communications throughout the entire project lifecycle to ensure the information needs of the project stakeholders are met. That is the whole essence of control communications. So for inputs here, we have project management plan. Project management plan consists of stakeholder communication requirements, consists of reason for distribution of information, the time frame and frequency for the distribution of required information, the individual or group of responsible for communication of the information, the individual or group receiving the information. So all of those components fall under project management plan as an input. The next input is project communications, and this is an output coming from managed communications process, and is basically all the forms of communication that have already been given to the stakeholders. The reason why this is an input is because we want to see if it meets their needs. If not, we raise a change request to meet those needs. Then we have issue log as an input, and it is a log of rejected changes that is coming from perform integrated change control. So the change log goes into manage stakeholder engagement, which becomes an issue log. So the issue log is a bunch of rejected changes manifested as issues and fed into this process to communicate what issues are there for the stakeholders. That's why we have this as an input. As a result, we will have change requests and fix those issues throughout this process. The next input is work performance data, which is a bunch of raw observations of how the communications has been done during the project. And if we need to make changes, we will raise change requests, and the data will then be analyzed in context, and the output will become work performance information similar to any other control process that we've seen. Is we will have data coming in, and the output will be data analyzed in context to give us information to understand how we are doing in terms of the project progress. So next we have OPAs. OPAs consists of report templates, policies, standards, and procedures that define communications. Specific communication technologies available, such as Skype. Then we have allowed communication media, record retention policies. In most organizations it would be 6 months, 180 days. Then you have security requirements. So those are all OPAs. Next, for tools, we have information management systems. This is typically a hard copy document management, electronic communication management, and electronic project management tools. Then you have expert judgment, and expert judgment comes as a form of other units within the organization, external consultants, stakeholders including customers or sponsors. Then you have professional and technical associations such as PMI, Project Management Institute. Then you have industry groups related to your industry. If you're in banking, you would use a banking industry group. If you're in healthcare, you would reach out to CHFP or various other groups out there. And then you would have subject matter experts and project management office as all forms of expert judgment. And then as always, we have meetings. We are communicating in the project through the use of meetings. So it's a no-brainer. We have meetings as a tool and technique. Then we have outputs from this process is work performance information. As we already discussed, the data coming as an input is analyzing context to give us information about how we are doing in terms of communication. And it usually consists of new or revised cost estimates, activity sequences, schedule dates, resource requirements, and analysis of risk response alternatives. Then we have adjustments to the project management plan and documents, recommendations of corrective actions that may bring the expected future performance of the project back in line with the project management plan, and recommendations of preventative actions that may reduce the probability of incurring future negative project performance. All of these components consist of work performance information that will be coming out as an output. Next output is project management plan updates, and the updates that we are updating here basically includes updates to the communication management plan, and if we have a baselines, then we will use that as well. But in communications, we don't really have a baseline, we basically have a plan, so we will have to update the plan as well as any other policies and procedures in the OPAs as well. Then you have project document updates, which we're updating to forecasts, performance reports, and issue logs. So there might be issues coming up during the control communications too, so we'll have to update that and see if we have resolved those issues and strike them off our list. So the key benefit of this process of control communications is it ensures optimal information flow among all communication participants at any moment in time. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe, like, and comment. Thank you.